That begins. Weren't we supposed to be doing something?
How did we even get here?
I don't know!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am Colin.
I'm Brandon.
And together we are...
Cab Creations.
That's the story. So,
So,
we're out of school!
we're out of school!
School's out for the summer, except I'm not going to sing that because everyone sings that when school's out for the summer.
School's out temporary!
I'm gonna... haha!
Okay, so.
Anyways.
You want to tell them what we're doing today?
What are we doing today?
I don't know. Why don't you tell them, Colin?
It's funny because he actually doesn't know what we're doing today. No. Alright, so, you know what summer means? It's time for summer movies!
Summer movies.
Blockbuster movies!
Summer blockbusters.
Summer blockbuster movies, but not actually at the Blockbuster because most of those are out of business, unfortunately.
People, yeah.
Very sad.
They...
So anyways, we thought we'd give you a little bit of an in-depth rundown of the movies that are coming out this summer. So, this is going to be divided into four parts.
4 parts.
May, June, July, August. 4 months of summer. Whoosh. I'm gonna go week by week, go through all the movies that we think you should see, or the movies that are, like, any movies that we think you should see, and then popular movies that are out that, I mean, they're gonna come out, and we'll let you know whether you should go see them or not.
Right.
So first up, what's that one movie coming out? Not the next week.
It was like everywhere too.
Revolutionary?
No.
The Mexican-American War?
No. The French-Indian War?
No. Oh yeah, that's right, fucking Civil War, Captain America, Marvel, and Jesus Christ, Brandon, have the reviews been fantastic for this one?
That didn't surprise me whatsoever.
94% on Rotten Tomatoes, ladies and gentlemen. Every single movie nerd that I know is flipping out about this, saying this is the best Spider-Man that they've ever seen portrayed on screen, and they didn't even see him for that long. They said that the action scenes were fantastic. What do you have to say about this?
Honestly, I'm really excited for this one. But that's mainly due to the fact that I'm more of an Iron Man fan than I am Captain America, obviously. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. You know, it's a Marvel movie. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a great summer blockbuster.
Everyone's excited for it. We weren't able to go see a screening of it because Michigan
and
school and Michigan. But you know, anyways, I'm really excited for it. He's really excited for it. The Russo brothers seem like they're really excited about the product that they put out. Overall, out of all the movies this weekend, probably go see Civil War, right?
See Civil War.
Next up is a movie called Mothers and Daughters. What you need to know about this? This is limited release, so it might not be around you. It might be, might not. You never know. It's basically a better version of Mother's Day, which just came out, or just coming out, It probably just came out because we didn't put it on the list.
Yeah.
Mothers and Daughters. It's Susan Sarandon and a bunch of people like Courtney Cox, all that jazz, with 3 intertwining stories about motherdom and all that jazz. Motherhood. God damn. And it looks genuinely decent, and it looks like more heartfelt than all of this propaganda bullshit that Gary Marshall, I believe that's what his name is, does with all these ensemble comedies like Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, and now Mother's Day, which has an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, by the way. So if you want to go take your mother out to a movie to appreciate her for who she is, go and see Mother's Day. Why not?
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about these feel good. I mean, it's good to have like a feel good movie every once in a while, but I'm not too crazy about them because they often come off pretty corny and pretty predictable, and that's why I don't.
The actresses look alright. I think, you know what, if you just want to go see a movie with your mother, maybe take her out to lunch, go see this.
Yeah.
Or go see Civil War.
See Civil War. Take your mother to go see Civil War.
And then the last movie coming out this week that we feel pretty important is this movie called Being Charlie. Being Charlie?
Being Charlie.
And directed by Rob Reiner. It kind of looks like, to me, a bit of an older Stand By Me without the camaraderie aspect. It looks really good. You can go ahead.
Colin just showed me this one recently. And it honestly looks like a top contender for like one of the best movies of the year. I won't say anything yet.
That nobody knows about.
That nobody freaking knows about. I mean, we got Nightcrawler, we got blah, blah, blah. You know. But still, I can't make any judgments currently due to the fact that I haven't seen it yet. However, it does look very, very good. It truly looks like a top contender. So.
Alright, so that's it for May 6th. Now, next week is May 13th. And we got a couple ones coming out on May 13th that look pretty interesting. First up, we have Money Monster.
Money Monster.
Directed by Jodie Foster. She made a couple movies back in the 90s and early 2000s, but this is her last major, like, modern directing project since The Beaver with Mel Gibson.
With Mel Gibson's.
I think it was Mel Gibson. I'm pretty sure it was Mel Gibson. And I like that movie. It was very, 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 very dark, and people weren't expecting it. It's a beaver on the hand. Oh, he's gonna cut off his hand. Spoiler alert! If you want to ever see The Beaver. But anyways, Jodie Foster. Since she did do The Beaver and I liked it, she's good. But I'm a little worried because it's a little bit unproven. However, George Clooney and Julia Roberts. When can you go wrong with George Clooney and Julia Roberts? Honestly.
This movie?
It could, man, but I don't know. The premise seems really good. I feel like there's just so much room for social commentary. I just hope they don't overdo it and they're like, Wall Street's bad. Really, really bad. And if you don't know what happens in it, we should be giving the summaries for the movies probably. If you don't know what happens in this movie, we're going to do that from now on, but you probably,
look these movies up.
We'll leave the links to the trailers in the description.
That's
boom.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so with this movie, Money Monster, George Clooney runs a television show, Julia Roberts is the producer, and then this guy who Clooney told to invest in some stocks comes up. He's like, I have a bomb, put on the bomb. And then George Clooney's like, I don't want the bomb. He's like, put on the bomb. And so then he has to kind of like talk him out of doing all this stuff, yada, yada, yada. So that's it for Money Monster. And then the next one getting nationwide release is The Darkness.
The Darkness.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm not good with horror movies whatsoever, and this one takes a simple concept of being afraid of the dark and just absolutely amplifies it by 15.
That's the wrong one.
Okay.
That's Lights Out.
That's Lights Out.
The Darkness is Kevin Bacon and his family go up to the Canyon of the Grandness, and then they're like. And then they basically come back and one of the older kids tells one of the younger kids this like supernatural story, and apparently they bring a supernatural force back with them. It's a very generic concept. It seems like a very generic movie, but Kevin Bacon is in it, and you always love having a little bit of Kevin Bacon in your movie. So if you want to go see Kevin Bacon and do 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon while waiting for the movie to start with Kevin Bacon, go see it for Kevin Bacon. Otherwise, it just looks like a by the script horror movie.
I apologize for not knowing movies.
It's okay, Brandon. You're fine. Up next, we have let's go with A Bigger Splash. Now, A Bigger Splash is one that I'm really excited about. It has pretty good reviews coming out about it. I think it's on 85% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, something along those lines. And what I'm super excited about this movie is Tilda Swinton plays a rock star, and I've always wanted to see that. Lots of people are saying that she should be playing David Bowie in the new biopic, and they say that she can pull it off. I'm so interested in seeing what this movie holds.
It looks like it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Oh shit, Ralph Fiennes. I don't know if it's Ralph Fiennes or Ray Fiennes. It's one of those, and he looks good in it. Although it does have the Dakota Johnson curse. Every Dakota Johnson movie. What's one of the last Dakota Johnson movies she did? 50 Shades of Grey. So I think it's gonna be good. The concept looks really good. It looks very tense, but it looks really well shot.
It looks like a little bit of a Maybe some comedy. I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't think it's gonna be a comedy movie. I think it's just gonna try and be its own thing. Like, not as much as intense as like a love triangle kind of thing, but
maybe
I
love
don't know.
quad.
Maybe.
Love square rectangle type thing.
Yeah.
And then also the guy who did the cinematography for this also did Only Lovers Left Alive, which was an amazing movie with also Tilda Swinton, and he also did Clouds of Sils Maria, or it's either Sils Maria or Sils Marie, and that was with Kristen Stewart and Julia Binoche. It was a pretty good movie. Up next, The Lobster.
The Lobster. Okay, now this one I'm really excited for.
So excited for The Lobster. I'm not excited for The Lobster because I've seen The Lobster.
Right.
So you go on and talk about this as someone who hasn't, because
Okay.
I'm afraid that'll give spoilers, even though I'm generally good with not doing it.
Okay, so this movie is basically about a guy who goes to a motel, and for, what was it, how many days?
It's a certain amount of weeks. It's like 4 or 6 weeks or
yeah,
something like that.
For a certain amount of weeks, and if he doesn't fall in love with someone in the hotel, then he will be turned into an animal of his choosing, which he chooses the lobster, and that's why it's called Lobster.
Hey.
And it's starting to look like a romantic, dark comedy movie.
So dark.
Yeah, and this is something that Colin Farrell has been known to kind of do dark comedies, which I fucking love. That's why I'm excited for him, and I love Colin Farrell's work. He's amazing.
Also, looking into it from a person who's never seen his perspective, Rachel Weisz is a really good actress too, and she plays the main love interest. So I'm excited to see. I was excited to see her in it.
Yeah, and this looks just like a genuine good dark comedy / romantic movie.
Also, the director of this made arguably one of the best movies of the 2000s called Dogtooth. If you don't know what it is, check it out. It's amazing. Amazing. I think his name is Yorgos. I can't exactly see our notes down there. I just told him we had notes down there, so.
True.
It's a Greek name. He's a Greek director, and this is his first ever English
Thing.
It's his first film in English. That's what I'm getting at. So he's really dope. I'm really excited for this movie. I was really excited for this movie, and then I just saw it recently, so I keep thinking that I'm still in the atmosphere of seeing it.
Okay. Let's go on to the next movie. This one I don't really get that much, but he showed it to me very recently, and that is Curse of Sleeping Beauty. I'll let you go on.
Curse of Sleeping Beauty doesn't really have much to do with Sleeping Beauty, honestly. This guy inherits an estate from an old guy, and there's like a curse put on it, and they have to find this Briar chick and wake her up, or else they're doomed forever. It looks alright. It hasn't gotten the best reviews coming out. I didn't expect this to be a good, genuinely good movie. But what I'm excited, I was excited about this movie was I really thought it was a cool premise, and it was an interesting spin on the whole tale. But overall, there's so many movies to go see this week, whether they're national or limited. Go see something else, man. But this, probably if it's a rainy day and you're looking for something magical and a little bit mystical, but it's very dark, like kind of horror-esque. So if you're not into that type of stuff, then probably don't go for it.
Another one, Last Days in the Desert. You want to go?
Last Days in the Desert. I'm so excited for this movie. This movie has been getting phenomenal reviews coming out. Ewan McGregor is Jesus Christ and Satan. How can you not get super duper excited for that? Come on, man. He's so good. And then also another fantastic thing about this film is Emmanuel Lubezki is doing the cinematography. And if you don't know who Emmanuel Lubezki is,
I'm a fan.
3 times in a row for The Revenant, Birdman, and Gravity, he's won for cinematography. So you gotta trust him, man. He knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing. The premise is kind of just I guess Jesus is going through the desert trying to find himself. I'm not very sure about it. It's a very complicated trailer, and it doesn't give much away, which I'm very excited about. Very excited about. And I think that's it for this week. That's it for May 13th. We got on May 20th. Probably going to be one of the best movies, I would certainly hope, and I certainly think, of the summer. What do we got?
We got Nice Guys.
Yes, we do. Ryan Gosling, Russell Crowe, buddy cop type thing. So excited. The cinematography looks fantastic.
The style looks amazing. It's gonna be a good drama. It's gonna be a good action. It's gonna be a great retro movie.
It looks hilarious. Especially, I love the shot when he bangs the guy's head on the table. And he's like, "We're doing it the easy way." And I was like, it just looks so good. There was a new trailer that just came out a couple of days ago, and it's a retro trailer, and it's like it has a different type of tint and hue.
It looks like
to the
it
camera.
was made in the 80s,
and it just looks so good. I'm just so freaking excited for this movie. I can't wait. I need it now. So overall, even though I think I'm gonna like this more than Civil War. I hate to say that.
Really? You think?
I'm not a superhero guy. You guys know that. So this is right. This movie is right up my alley. Also, the director Shane Black before this made Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So you know that it's in good hands. It's a guy that can handle the source material that he's given well. Not source material, but the subject that he's given well because he made a movie that's very similar to this. So overall, so excited for next, guys.
All right. So next movie we're gonna look at. We actually had hope for when it first came out.
I did. Don't throw yourself under the bus. It was
did.
me. It was me.
The Angry Birds.
Angry Birds.
Angry Birds. Okay, here's the thing about video game movies. They never do well. I mean, Ratchet and Clank just came out, and we heard that did shit.
Shit.
Not called it.
Shit.
But shit.
Shit!
But no, this movie is not going to be good. I mean, we had hopes. I mean, it had funny jokes when the first trailer came out, but now it's just we've lost all hope.
God.
It just looks terrible.
I don't know. I can't even say anything about this.
It's a movie based off an iPhone game.
These are first-time directors, first of all, and the guy who did the screenplay for this did the first two Alvin and the Chipmunks movies.
Next, okay, we got Maggie's Plan next.
No, we don't.
What do we
Before
got?
that, we have Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising.
Guys, this is Hangover 2.
No, that comes up later in our thing. Remember?
Yeah.
But anyways, Neighbors 2, it's basically like, let's do the first one because it was good, but with women!
Hangover 2.
Kind of, yeah. I guess. Listen, people find me weird because some of Judd Apatow's movies I love. Like, I love This Is the End. I really enjoyed Pineapple Express. Sausage Party looks fantastic.
Not yet. We don't discuss that yet. What? Is that something we discuss?
Not now, but
okay, good.
In the future. But I just wanted to say, everyone's excited for Sausage Party.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. So that's not giving anything away. But yeah, but then I did not like some of his stuff. Like I hated Neighbors.
I thought that was okay.
And there were a couple of other ones that I can't remember at this moment, but it just kind of looks like the same thing. I don't like that Zac Efron. I know that he was previously in this series, so they kind of have to include him. But he's kind of just getting stereotyped and casted, and pretty boy party guy rules. So not exactly that thrilled about this movie. What do you think? Because you're more into these type of comedies than I am.
There are. I mean, this one doesn't look that shocking. I mean, when I first watched the trailer, I laughed at some of the jokes they had, but it wasn't even a hard laugh. It was more like, heh. But yeah, it doesn't honestly look that good.
All right. So those are the three ones that are getting nationwide releases. And then limited, we've got Maggie's Plan.
We got Maggie's Plan.
And now,
this one looks interesting.
To give you a little bit broader of an explanation about the two of us, Brandon's not that into indie movies. He's more of a mainstream guy, and I'm definitely more of a let's dig deep and try and find what the hidden gems are. However, I showed him the trailer for this, and
it's not that bad. It looks very interesting. It has some
indie darling Greta Gerwig is in it. Ethan Hawke is in it, and as I said, did I say this previously? I'm pretty sure I said this previously. And if I didn't, I will go see anything Ethan Hawke is in. I'm sold if it's Ethan Hawke. I love Ethan Hawke. I don't know why, I just do. He's great. And then also Julianne Moore, who I loved in The Kids Are All Right. She's a really good actress. I never was like too big of a fan of her, but like from 2012 or 2011 and on, I just kind of hit the switch for me, and I'm a pretty big fan of her. The premise looks It kind of looks like something that's happened before, like we've seen it a lot, but I think these three could pull it off pretty well.
I mean, their chemistry seems pretty good.
Bill Hader and Maya Rudolph are also in it if you're interested.
Bill fucking Hader, I love him.
Well, we won't get into that right now, but, you know, I'm not a big fan of Bill Hader, but that's besides the point. Anyways, if you're into SNL, this will probably give you a little bit of a hint of that type of humor. So overall, I'm pretty excited for that movie. I'm very doubtful that it'll get a release around here, but if it does, I'll definitely go and see it just because... Basically, if you've seen Frances Ha, go and see this movie because it seems like Greta Gerwig's playing not the same role, but a very similar one. All right. And all right, so that's it for May 20th. Now we have May 27th. And there are just two movies that we want to talk about on this date. Because there's not many movies coming out in the first place, but these are the two that we think are the best. Well, I mean, the most prominent. First one.
You could talk about Apocalypse.
I am so excited for Apocalypse. This was my second most anticipated. This is my second most anticipated superhero movie. We'll talk about that later of this summer. And I am just so excited for this. Oscar Isaac looks amazing as Apocalypse. We all know that Bryan Singer has done great with the whole X-Men universe. He was fantastic with Days of Future Past. He was fantastic with First Class. The characters look great. This looks visually, the action scenes, they're fantastic. And spoiler alert, Wolverine is in it. So, you know, that's also pretty fucking awesome.
Hugh Jackman is amazing.
Hugh Jackman, you can't help but love Hugh Jackman, man. So overall, I am super excited for this movie. And I don't like superhero movies that much. I'm just saying. And this one looks good to me. Fassbender's fantastic. James McAvoy's fantastic. All of these guys. Jennifer Lawrence, but you know. So that's the one. If you want to go see a movie this weekend that's coming out, go see Apocalypse on May 27th.
Yeah. Next
the other one.
Okay, I can talk about this.
Go ahead.
Alice Through a Looking Glass.
Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah. It's not really directed by Tim Burton, but
he's producing it.
Yeah, he's producing it, which gives him some credit, but it really doesn't look that. It looks like they're kind of going back to roots with the actual Alice in Wonderland story of like just completely madness, but it doesn't look that promising and not that interesting. I might check it out of mere curiosity if I see more and more of it, but other than that, not too concerned.
Looks shit.
A little bit, but
doesn't look as shit as Angry Birds. So that is it for May. Best movie in May, go.
Nice Guys.
Nice Guys. Kind of simple. So if you're going to go see one movie during May, go see Nice Guys. So that's it for May. Go check out our June video. We're gonna have a June video uploaded right after this
one.
I'm decided to go just talk about June movies, man. June, yeah. My birthday's in June. My birthday's in June.
He's turning
20.
20.
Oh Jesus.
20.
Life is crazy. Anyways, that's it. Go check out all of the links to the commercial, or not the commercials,
but
trailers. The trailers that you want to see in the description below. I'll leave all of them. There's every single movie for May has a trailer. So go check it out. Thank you guys very much for watching, and be sure to be safe.
And always take a cab.